Listen, this is already a brutal show.
Especially this 5th episode.
Yeah, but this show has so much violence. This show has so much graphic violence. This show has a lot of intense action scenes, but the drama is what I'm really impressed with. I want to just go in and just have a quick talk about one of the most uncomfortable moments of television I've seen in a long time. And doesn't even have anything to do with violence. It's not some cheap reality TV type thing. It's not even real people.
Okay.
So I told you about this already, but they just showed it. And one of the most uncomfortable moments of, I can't say television, now I'm speaking in old terms. One of the most uncomfortable moments that I've seen in a show in a long time. And I don't know if anybody knows I'm about to say. Chat, anybody gonna have any correct guesses about this uncomfortable moment that I'm talking about? Somebody already hit it. And I could not stop cringing at this one episode of Invincible. Episode 5, season 4. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Do you watch Invincible?
Yeah, I'm up to date on that one.
You up to, okay, good. Because if you didn't really want to talk about it, I wouldn't.
No, I'm up to date with that. I think Boy starts this week too. So
yeah, it does. That's right. I got to start watching that.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
we got screenings for
We
that.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got to start watching that tonight. But man, this is already a brutal show.
Especially this 5th episode.
Yeah, but this show has so much violence. This show has so much graphic violence. This show has a lot of intense action scenes, but the drama is what I'm really impressed with in this season 4. And probably the most uncomfortable moment that I had here, and if anybody watches Invincible, again, just very, very tiny recap right here. In this show, Omni-man, guy named Nolan, is a guy from another planet. Everybody thought he was Superman, the Superman equivalent. And he ended up being the most evil in the universe. His whole mission to come down to Earth was to trick everybody into liking him, thinking that he was their savior. And then he went on to try to conquer Earth to the point where he was going to kill his own son. Said he saw his family as pets. And he did one of the most unspeakable things. He killed thousands and thousands and thousands of lives. And all of a sudden, before he killed his son, had a moment of clarity and goes off, rediscovers himself, gets some therapy and whatnot, and gets a whole new family of bugs and whatnot. And then he decides to turn on his own race to try to protect the rest of the galaxy, because he comes from a planet of space Nazis, pretty much, or
super space
Nazis. Yeah. Imagine if Superman was a Nazi and wanted to conquer. So now there's a lot of people out there who are on a mission, different species from different planets and whatnot, all getting together to conquer what are their names?
The Viltrumites.
Viltrumites. But one of the things that he cannot get over is how he committed such atrocities, not only to killing so many people, but just the way he betrayed his family, and it's been digging at him. And now, since he's feeling bad, he wants to go and apologize. And as you're watching this, it's like, no, don't do that, man.
Yeah.
First of all, there's no.
They did have a scene before that was like 3 people being like, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
I think it's a really bad idea.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. Everybody's been talking about that. Now, granted, the man is coming from a race where that was just their culture. He was conditioned into thinking that.
That's all I know.
That's all. Yeah, that's all he knew. And granted, all right. And now you've come around, and I get it. I in a tiny, tiny way, I feel sorry for the character. But man, use common sense. It's like, no, you do not go back to the planet where you committed,
atrocities.
You tried to commit genocide. You committed ultra mass murder, and then you go back to your wife, who you emotionally destroyed, and you think your apology's gonna be fine. The moment he walked up to that door, I was like, oh,
don't do this.
Don't do this. My flesh was crawling. Don't do this. I was like, good. Yeah. Thank God she didn't answer the door.
I know.
Jesus, man. Yeah. I didn't think she was going to answer the door, but at the same time, it's, the show is a show. Something has to happen.
Oh, just fly off.
Martin said, just fly off, man. Nobody would blame you. In fact, that's what you should have done. But man, that's one of the things that I was talking about when I was doing my review. I was saying that this show, which is not even a 3D animated show or a CG show, it's a 2D animated show. Mm-hmm. The emotion that they get out of these scenes is so effective. It's really a lot of praise for the way they set up, not just, the story and the action and all that kind of stuff, but just the way they set up these characters.
You feel anxious when you watch it.
Yeah.
And there's so many things you watch where you don't feel anything. Matter of fact, you're kind of checking your phone half the time. You're looking at so many of these shows, but this is one that grabs your full attention.
Yeah, and just the human drama in here. I mean, they're doing as good as, if not better than, some shows that are in live action.
Mark said coming to see you was selfish, and I think he was right.
Now you think that?
Yeah. I hate this expression, but you think? There's nothing. What else can you say?
Uh-huh.
Man, and just the, I can't play the whole thing. And if you've seen the show, you've seen it. But man, I love the way Debbie came, and that's the wife he left, his son's mother. I love the way she turned on him and just emotionally just wailed on him,
mm-hmm.
And all this, you can see all the anguish and pain that she experienced. And again, this is a 2D show. You can just see the pain that she's feeling just come out all of a sudden.
Have you seen the behind the scenes of her recording those lines?
No.
It's really, the performance leaks out, even as a monologue of
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Wow.
Where'd you see that?
I think I also saw that on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to find that.
Because I think it was Lisa O. Is that the name of
Sandra O?
Yeah.
Sandra O. Yeah. Her acting, you can feel the passion and everything in it. It's really good.
Man, you can, because you can feel the passion coming out through the animation right there, man. I got to find that, because that's, this is an amazing performance just from a voice read.
Repair the damage.
I wanted to say that I was sorry.
Ooh, it just gets worse.
Everything he says, he's just like, man, that's just the wrong thing. And the only thing you can really do is just leave. I wish you would.
Yeah, if you would just turn around and flew out, that would have been the best thing.
But you killed the man I loved. You killed him.
Debbie.
That part right there, this, you could just feel that, this, he's it's just hopeless.
Yeah.
It's you've been gone and now you come back again, right when things were getting better.
Right. Yeah, she's finally happy again. She has a boyfriend. Because, there's the whole thing of him very publicly saying to Mark, I just thought of her as a pet. That's hurtful enough.
Yeah.
But then we got to see everything she went through after he was gone, where she couldn't even tell people that, I was married to him. And when they found out, they turned on her.
Yeah. Yeah. She was so mad. She broke her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing what he was, it's man, it's that's a powerful scene. And people in the chat, even they found the scene. Let me see here. Thank you, Carlo, and thanks for everybody who posted that.
You miss me? You know what? I missed you. But you killed the man I loved.
I was hoping she was going to start punching the wall. Her hand was actually pulled back and it was just broken.
She's reading that like she's gone through that before.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. And you can see that it's not just reading, she's performing.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know if there's somebody she's acting against, but if she's doing that by herself, that's even more amazing. That scene right there is incredible. But man, the one that really, and listen, she's gone through more than anybody with this man, except for the people that he murdered, of course.
Yeah.
But
and Mark, who he almost killed.
And yeah, exactly. His family is the people that have really gone through more than anybody. But for some reason, man, this awkward scene right here is what really got to me. Because it was somebody trying to be nice and they just couldn't do it anymore. It was your man, Art, who's voiced by, when you want to talk about doing voices, Mark Hamill does the voice. And, look, Debbie laid it out. She wasn't trying to be nice. She was like, you can't fix this and I get my house. Art is trying to be nice.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah, exactly. He's terrified. Like, how do I get out this shit?
I got to keep the calm.
Yeah, I'll see what you've done. Yeah. But I mean, even then, even if he thought that he was not going to do anything at all, it's just like this is not the man he believes in anyway. It's like, this guy's going around trying to act like he can pick up where he left off if I just say I'm sorry. And if you ever tried to do that yourself, or if you know anybody who's tried to do it, shit don't work like that. But for some reason, it's just worse when people are trying to pretend to be nice. And that thing ain't there between y'all anymore. Y'all ain't boys no more. You try to come in with a 6-pack and hey, look what
I got.
Yeah. Let's sit on the roof like clerks and shit. Silent Bob and Jay. Let's sit up here and drink and just like old times, pick it back up. And Artist is like, he's politely trying to get out of it because he's like, I know what this man's capable of. Last time I saw him, he murdered like Chicago. And so, but yeah, when people try to be nice, the cringe is just extra. It just feels even more uncomfortable.
Well, I got an early day tomorrow. Lots of repairs.
I'm sorry about everything.
Yeah, he didn't even throw it back like, oh, you sorry. It's just like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm scared of you, but I ain't going to say I accept. I ain't going to sit back like everything's cool, So,
mistakes were made. It happens.
Yeah.
It could have been me.
It's a lot going on here, and some people are bound to disagree with me. I like I said, I don't tiny bit feel bad for Omni-Man or Nolan here because, as I said, he didn't know any better, but he did what he did, and he should know that a simple "I'm sorry" is not going to do it. But it also shows that this character has shown some redemption at this point. I mean, I think he's coming in and he's trying.
So what it goes to is that an apology often is just not enough. And we come across people who will betray or hurt us and they have this feeling like, well, I said I was sorry. And like that fixes nothing.
Well, a lot of times the sorry is also to make yourself feel better.
I say it all the time. And when you're apologizing, are you doing that for you or are you doing that for that person?
Yeah. He's obviously apologizing and to show that he's doing it for himself. And I do believe he's trying to be better. I know it's killing him. That's why I think that he has redeemed himself because he does feel guilty. It's killing him on the inside, and he really wants to sometimes you need that confirmation from somebody to make you feel better, and he's not going to get that, and he doesn't deserve it. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, man, you just can't come in and pick up where things left off. And that's what he's trying to do. You me going up with a 6-pack and like, hey, let's be boys again and sit on the roof and drink and reminisce. It's like, man, last time I saw you murdered people. And I think that's what they're getting across here. That's really great.
What it's worth, I've changed.
Sorry, Nolan, but I've closed your account.
What, did I leave without paying my tab?
No.
It's really trying to make jokes.
It's like, man, don't make me say it.
Hey, what did I do? Did I not pay my tab? It's like, man,
no, everything but an elbow to the ribs.
Yeah. That's what makes it worse. You still trying to be chums. You still trying to make jokes. And the more you make jokes, the more embarrassing it gets. I mean, he's caused a lot of pain. This is cringy, but it's just embarrassing. It's like, man, before I was just kind of like, oh my God, I can't watch it. Now I'm like, man, just take your ass on somewhere. This is embarrassing.
I will say that the show is showing someone that is socially awkward, trying to make amends, but I don't think he knows how.
Yeah.
And I also think even in the honest scope of it, you cannot make genocide an sorryable offense.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But you're right. I mean, it's such a window into his character that he doesn't know. I mean, he's really clueless about this. He doesn't know that he can't fix it, that this can't be fixed.
He's come from, that's one of the reasons why I feel bad for him.
You literally, I think we know a little bit of inside baseball, but you cheer for him when he goes into the portal and kills all the people in the other planet.
Mm-hmm.
So him genociding other people, like maybe once in a while you forgive it kind of thing. And he doesn't know the difference at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you're right.
Yeah. Well,
You're right.
think about the planet that he comes from. This is why I kind of feel bad for him a little bit. The planet he comes from, that culture never apologizes.
Right.
It was never part of their language.
Mm-hmm.
It's never part of their behavior. So he doesn't know how to do it. This is still new to him. No excuse, but I guess he's learning. Right now. Yeah.
No.
Well, it was good to see you.
This is my favorite part right here. Oh, thank Jesus! I'm alive. Yeah. Yeah,
because you can imagine all the other ways that could have gone.
Most of them, 99% of them would have ended up in murder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the old Omni-man.
I like the payoff for that.
What's that?
That scene of just like, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was incredible, man. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I mentioned it when I'd seen all the episodes before, and I've been waiting for people to get to this part because, like I said, man, you can talk about the action and the violence and the humor and all kind of stuff that goes on with this, but it's a lot of this human drama is really working well this season, and that's one of the things I have been the most impressed with this show. So if you haven't been watching Invincible, well, I guess we just spoiled some shit for you. But at the same time, go back and watch it, man. Start from season 1. It's really good. I think, was there a season that was not that good?
People didn't like the animation for certain seasons, but that doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah. You know, they're always switching out studios, and some are better than others.
Yeah.
I don't think there's been a bad season. You know, there's been some episodes that have been like, but not a bad season.
A lot of people didn't like the last episode where he goes to hell.
Yeah. I wasn't crazy about that one. It felt like filler.
A lot of people have been saying that. I guess I was watching it, didn't matter to me because I was watching. Well, you know why? Because I was binging it. And so I went from, a good episode, that episode, and I was like, well, I'm just waiting until I get to the next one.
Yeah, but when there's so many important things in motion.
Yeah.
So to have a whole episode where we're like, well, we're stepping aside from that just for like a one done adventure. You're like, I want to go back to this other thing.
Yeah. No, I see.
We're at a high stakes war, but let's take a detour real quick for something that might not have pay off.
Right.
Don't do this silly shit over here. Yeah, I get. Nah, you're right. Well, would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.